morning, party people! Hello! It is I, Randy. If you didn't know, this is my channel. Welcome in. I'll be over here doing bead stuff. Most days. Some days I just be gossiping and carrying on with myself. Good morning, everybody who's here this morning. Let's see. Oh, my light just went out. Oh, by the way, you guys, sorry about yesterday when my live cut off. So the internet went out for 5 hours yesterday. So most of the day yesterday I couldn't do anything. They sent Jeff a little message saying there's a problem in your area. And that's all they said. They said they were working on it. And they got it up and running yesterday about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I was like, okay, well, there we go. So I got my laundry done. That was great. That's good times. You know, stuff. Non-internet things that need to happen. Stop doing that. It does it every day. I gotta fix it. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning. Hello. Hello, Anita. Hello, Mary. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hello. And Deborah. Hello. And Kimmy. Hello. Good morning, party people. And Terry. Hello. And Kimberly T. Good morning. Today is my birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday, Deborah. A new decade begins. Well, I'm sure I hope it's lovely. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Leslie. My beaded bliss. That's Kimberly. I have to really focus on the names now that they're weird. Like that they're written weirdly or whatever's happening. I gotta fix this. I can't take it anymore. What's the problem? What seems to be the issue here? The screws are loose or what? All right. I see you. I see the problem. All right. It's backwards. If I turn it more, it's gonna break. So let's go like this. Oh, we cannot do that? Well, Carol, we can't do that. Hold on, we're working on it. Sick of this crap. Nope, I gotta go the other way. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you do it this way, but you don't want it that way. You gotta do it this way. And there we go. Is that right? Nope, still wrong. I'm gonna strip it if I keep doing that. Okay, here's the thing. So I have this thing. And you see, like, one part's supposed to go over your computer, the other part don't. But if I tighten it all the way, that's backwards. Let's try it this way. I will not be deterred here. If I go this way, then it's loose. And then it doesn't tighten up all the way on the thing. And then the camera moves around. Oops. Better. 10 seconds of our life, right? Like, I mean, come on. Though I can't turn it this way. It's okay, we'll just move the whole dang thing. Hell with you. Alright, we're good. Things you don't learn in college. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Okay, so anyway, we've had a little bit of fixing, we've had a little bit of swearing, we're going to have a little coffee, and then we're going to do some beading. Let's do that. Oh, before we do that, I got to show you my morning. I kind of look a wreck. Thank you. Somebody said they like my earrings. We made these on the show the other day. These were the Happy Friday earrings. The Easy Peasy Friday earrings. Whoops, who'll be messaging me? My mom and Rebecca. And Michelle. Oh, I wonder if Michelle has negative things to say. No, but she wrote it kind of messed up. I responded to Michelle and I said, "Hi, Michelle. Thank you for your help. However, we've decided to go in another direction." She says, "Okay, good luck. ... Get a life, Michelle. We don't have time for your bullshit." Check this out. I'm in a mood this morning. I'm messing around with nobody. Ain't got time for that. Okay. Oh, I'm on Do Not Disturb Me. Okay, wait. Okay. So this is me and Lily this morning. Then she just took off down the hill. She was like, "I'm not waiting for you." She came back to check on me. I had on all my coveralls and everything, so I was moving pretty slow. I had my coveralls, my big boots on, and all my snow gear. So I was going pretty slow, and I couldn't see very good because my glasses were all fogged up. And then she came back, and she's just like, "Are you okay? Like, what is happening?" Yeah, so that was today. Here, let me show you yesterday. That's how we be doing it in North Dakota. I'll show you yesterday. Let's see. This was us. This was us on the hill yesterday. Perfectly lovely weather. Just a lovely sunrise, not cold at all. Yeah. I still had my snow gear on. But yeah, so that's what happened. So I don't know if it was we got all the internet situation because the storm hit somewhere before us or what happened. But yesterday our internet went out. Yeah, that's some weather. Yeah, it's definitely some weather. She's like, "Let's go. What are you doing, crazy town?" Okay, today we're gonna make some Bargain Bead Box business. We're using our Winterberry Wishes. Well, now it is really Winterberry with the snow. I put these in here because I was like, I don't remember to put those with those little butterflies. And we're going to use these guys today. Yeah, you guys having a good day? I'm having a good day. Our walk didn't last very long, but it was pretty hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was pretty hard. Getting up the hill. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm kind of struggling with that a little bit. Because I'm kind of waddly. I'm a little bit waddly these days. And then to put my coveralls on and everything and be even more waddly, it's kind of an issue. But we're doing it. We're calling that our workout. That's our workout. Good morning, Bead Karma. Good morning. Hello. You guys had snow yesterday too? Yeah. I assumed it would be in the area. Now, I want to make these little stretchy bracelets with my Bargain Bead Box business, and I want to make them little charm bracelets. And I don't know if they're going to fit on the stretchy cord, but we're going to give her a whirl. So I said, we'll do all these on one, and then this other one, we're going to make a set. And this is going to go over here on the other one. So I'm going to put that over there. And then these we're going to wrap onto here some kind of way. Like so. And then we shall string them up. So that is kind of the plan. So we're going to start by getting these ready to go, and then we're going to do on these with the little tiny stretch cord. I'm kind of thinking we're probably going to have to use, just gauging this, we're probably going to have to use like 0.3 millimeter stretch cord, but we shall see. If not, we'll just use wire and make them like, give them clasps or whatever, but it is what it is. I think we can get away with it. I gotta get a new name changey thing. It's Marianne. Oh, well, good morning, Marianne. We didn't know it was you. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're gonna keep this name change thing. I don't know if anybody heard anything about it in the comments over here with your names, because it used to just say your names, and now it says this, and I don't know if it's just maybe this is just something we're going through at the moment, you know. Because sometimes that happens. I was looking on YouTube this morning when I was setting up the video, and there is a new area now in setting up where you can, like, you can set the comments to be like only your members and subscribers can comment. So they're doing things to the comments. So I know that much for certain. So who knows? Good morning, Barb. Hi, Martha. Why do we have numbers after our names? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if that's like the email thing, or if they're just like mine has, like, when I do me, when I'm Randy Brown, mine has numbers after it too that I don't know where they came from. Oh. They said it's to get rid of scammers. Well, okay. I guess we'll just have to get used to it then if they're going to keep it. Get my tools out. Okay, so we've got red bronze. Now I was considering red bronze. Where's that? There it is. It's on the end. I gotta get that. I was considering what was I considering? Oh, painting these. I totally just lost train of thought. Painting these little poinsettias. They're supposed to be poinsettias. And then I was like, well, I could just do the little, because I kind of like them. And then I was like, I could just do the leaves, and I'll do those green. And then I was like, that might look weird. So I just decided against it. I was like, no, because with the purple, I was like, the red and the purple, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know that that's a colorway and people like it, but I'm like, meh, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so let's see. We need some jump rings. By the way, my Christmas box is out for delivery after bouncing around Kansas and Missouri for a few days. Oh boy. Well, at least it's coming. I've seen, there was a couple people who had messaged me and were asking, and I don't know if this will affect us, but Melissa texted me yesterday and she said that in Houston they were like having some tornado weather, and sometimes Texas affects our mail. I don't know if that's like where a big main hub is or what. It must be. So just FYI on that. But they should be coming. They should be coming. I think I'm going to go with these. Okay. Click on your picture button of you. Click on your picture. The you button. Yes. Oh, so here's another thing. Some people had been messaging me and they were asking about, like, if they wanted to subscribe or unsubscribe from memberships. And they're like, hey, can you unsubscribe me? And here's the thing. I cannot do that. You have to do that on YouTube. So you signed up on YouTube as a member. And in order to unsubscribe, you just go to the little picture of you, like, who said that? Stacy, like Stacy had said, and a little drop down button is going to come on and it'll say your memberships. You click that, and then that's where you can control all those things. But I'm not allowed to control all those things, because if I was, I would have access to all of your payment information, which I do not, which is bad. You should not be giving your information out on the internet. FYI. Don't be sending it to anybody. Stacy's got good advice. My companion bundle is also out for delivery. I think mine may also be maybe at the post office, my companion bundle. It may be at the Hey!
At Tyler Lewis 6676 has become a member of the party people.
Tin Toe, what'd they say? Twin Toe Lewis? I think they meant Tina. Thanks for becoming a member of the party people, lady. We appreciate you. Good morning, good morning. It's been severe thunderstorms and rain. Slushy, causing flooding. She says she loves it. Yeah, that's funny. At least it didn't do the horn. What's happening here? Okay, I was like, why do we have a lag? But I think it went away. At least it didn't do the scoops horn. I tried to fix that, and then I think one day somebody subscribed to the channel. Well, that was a membership one, but somebody subscribed, and it still is doing the scoops. I thought I fixed it, and then I asked Jeff to fix it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're just gonna have to remember to fix it." No, he said, "You're gonna have to remember to remind me to fix it." And I said, "Oh, good, great, I will do that." This says your camera went out, your top camera. Well, that's lovely. Let's take a look. Hi. Beady friends. Yay, I'm here. Hi, Gloria. I've been watching a couple weeks and I just love the Coffee Beads group. Yeah, it's okay. You can love us. It's fine. I don't know how Randy did it, but my box made it to North Dakota, from North Dakota to South Carolina, and was delivered yesterday, and is now safely in my car. Ha-ha! I'm glad it got there, Beth. Your face camera's gone. Okay, let me see. Who knows what's going on with this thing? Let's see. Hey, face camera. What you doing? Oops. Configure the video. Deactivate it. Activate it. Being funny. It's being funny. Deactivate. Activate. Well, Carol, let's try this. We'll just go over here. Oops. And oops. Oh, no, I turned it off. Come here, camera hub. Activate. Go, go, gadget, activate. No? What's this do? Okay. Keeps blinking on and off. I don't know. Let me unplug it. Probably because I was spinning it around in circles. You know how that goes. Please connect a device. All right. There we go. Now, what about this one? Oh, that one's ready to rock. All right, we're back in business. I will not be deterred. Good morning. My box came yesterday. My beading neighbor and I just looked and did all the touchy-feely things. Well, that's good. Oh, by the way, don't forget. Sorry, one second. Don't forget, when you open your box, when you get your box, you're going to get 2 little raccoons that have numbers on them. If the numbers are the same, if you have matching numbers, like 2 and 2, they both say 2, and you take a picture and you send it to me, and you get an extra prize. I know for fact that there is 2 boxes that have matching numbers. They might not have been delivered yet because I wrote them down. I didn't write down who they went to, but I wrote down that there was 2 boxes. So I know that there's 2 that have matching numbers. It's just an extra fun game we're playing. All systems are a go. Yeah, also don't forget tonight is the ticket drawing. And we got all those cute little Christmas things we're going to try to get rid of. I need some wire. Wire. Yeah, you know, I used to worry about being a hot mess on the internet. I don't really worry about it too much anymore. Just like, this is what we're doing. This is what we have. This is what I have to offer. This is the color I wanted to use. I think I'm going to use it. It's a little bit off, but I'm going to use it anyway. In your Christmas box, if you got a Christmas box, in the charm pack, there's 2 little raccoons in the charm pack, and they have numbers dangling off the bottom. If those numbers match, then you're a winner. You should take a picture, and you should send it to me. Ripping open my box right now. Yeah, it's a little more red. I don't know. Honestly, I think this is just a beadle-on wire that isn't actually meant to be... I don't think it's actually meant to be like a finding color. It just is supposed to be a color, I think. If that makes any sense at all. It might not. But I don't know. I've been using it for red bronze in this box anyway. So, tis what it is. I'm gonna wrap up these little leaves. So we got quite the little kind of demonstration when we did our first project, wrapping all these leaves up. Oh, I messed that up already. Let me see if I can't fix it. I wrapped it around my plier on accident. We're going to call that okay. We have another project like that, but I've kind of just been waiting, because remember we designed that little necklace? It was the first project we did with the charms on, and we kind of had 2 that were very similar, because I was like, oh, this will be cute. The first one was really cute. The second one just had extra beads, where it was like, oh, we could do like a multi-strand of extra beads or whatever, or maybe put them into the design in some kind. But I just pushed that one to the back, because I was like, we kind of already kind of did this a little bit. So, anywho, tuck this in. So now I just have a little wrapped up leaf. Had I been paying attention, I could have just wrapped him right on there, but I will use jump ring. That's fine. All the winners just being here. All of our winners, we're all winners for just being here. I was like, what? We're all winners? I want to be a winner. You guys, I'm going to go on vacation. Isn't that crazy? Jefferson told me he's all excited to show me off at the Christmas party when I'm all pregnant big. I said, well, that's fine, but there's a dress I want to wear. It's a velvety dress. Of course it is. It's green velvet. Of course it is, right? Because that was the wedding doings. All my wedding stuff from Vegas is packed up. I think almost all of it is in storage. But I'm like, ooh, I have all those jewelry choices. But anyways, I saw this dress. It's for preggy girls at Kohl's, I think it was. And it's like a crushed green velvet. And it's got like a big bow on the front, like really annoying 80s bow. You know what I'm talking about? Like really out there with it. And I'm like, yep, that's how I'm going to the party. Jeff was like, that's fine. I got an annoying, he got a like an annoying Christmas sweater or an ugly Christmas sweater or whatever they call them. Good morning, Leanna. And so he's like, we'll just be a lovely pair. And I was like, oh, okay. Sounds good. I forgot to tell him he has to buy the dress for me. Maybe I'll tell him next time. I think I have some Kohl's cash rolling around here somewhere. Kohl's cash has kind of been my new thing since I've been out here they don't have a lot of places to shop around here. I mean, no, not really. Not places I like. I am relatively new to beading, and I was wondering what brand type of paint do you ladies use to paint on metal pieces? Oh, we use patina paint. Patina paint, but patina paint is out of business now. Now they have a new paint. It's called Ultimate Paint. It's for jewelry making and metal painting, and it is permanent. And you can get it on the Vintage website. I'm sure you could Amazon it up probably. Ranger has a few patina paints left, but like I said, they don't really make those anymore. Yep, and those are the ones we use. So patina paint is made specifically for metal and for jewelry making. You don't have to seal it, which is one of the reasons that we like it, both of the patina paints and the ultimate paints. Although I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because Vintage also put out, besides the paints, they've also put out, they call them like stains and glosses. Like they have like some different types of stuff coming out. And I don't know if you have to seal those because I've never worked with those. I usually just do the straight up paint. But you can seal if you want to. You can. You don't have to. But you can, and you can do that with like a Krylon, which is like basically a spray you can get anywhere really, like at Walmart or something. It's like a clear gloss, and it's like a spray paint. You can do it. You can seal with Renaissance wax, which is a little more expensive option. I don't usually do that. Does anybody mess around with Renaissance wax on here? I had some at one point in time. I just use the Krylon now. It just seems a lot easier. Or Vintage actually makes a clear gloss. They make a matte and a glossy version of paint that is like in the same brand of paint, and I use that if I do need to. But like I said, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Clear Krylon. You can use paint markers. Oh, yeah, you can use acrylic paints. However, if you don't seal acrylic paints, they will come off. It's not a permanent paint. Renaissance wax for polymer clay pieces. Oh, I have some and I rarely use it. I have Renaissance wax, but I haven't used it. Yeah. Yep. I really like painting. Like, I have to be in a mood though to like, cause I like to paint a bunch of pieces so they're like ready to go. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily like to pull paints out all the time to do like individual projects. That's just me, because I'm always doing projects. So like, if I get a bunch of things, I might just paint them. I might just like, I'll be like, oh, I have all these ugly pendants I don't like. Let me get the paints out one day, and then I'll just spend all afternoon painting pendants because I don't like them or whatever, you know? And then I just plan projects around that. I don't necessarily always paint for each individual project, although you can. It's just, You know me, I'm lazy. I'm a lazy beater over here. I'll be lazy. Oh, I forgot one. Yeah, as long as you seal them, Beth, I think it's fine. But yeah, if you don't seal the acrylic paints, it can come off. Yeah. I was in the Hobby Lobby the other day. Obviously, you guys know that because I showed you my Hobby Lobby haul. And what did I see in there? Oh, they had... It looks like they might be coming out with a line of... It kind of looks like maybe it's in the baby stages of... like metal clay. Now, they've always had metal clay in Hobby Lobby. It's been in the clay section. It's never really been in like the quote-unquote beading section. But now I see they're kind of coming up with some metal clay stuff for that, like, might be its own thing. They were marketing it as like, make your own pewter pendants or whatever, you know. And I think I might kind of want to be into that. I've said that every time that we've ever talked about it, but I'm just like, do I have time for that, really? Because it's expensive. I hate typing in my phone. Yeah? I'm not allowed to drive today, by the way. Jefferson said no to the driving. He's like, it's the first day of snow. People are crazy. It rained, because it rained last night before it snowed, so it's icy. And he's just like, no driving for you today. And I said, okay, but I have to go to the post office. So I'm going to get my orders ready. And then when Jeff gets off work, then he can take me to the post office. My finger got sticky. Why am I sticky? I don't like this. I gotta wash it. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know how I got sticky. Good morning. You're never late to a Thunderhorse Descendant doings. I bought 2 companion bundles this time. Yeah, it was a good companion bundle. I'm still waiting for mine. Good morning, Ruth. What's the question? She's got questions. Whoa. Stuff just be coming flying out of there. Okay, I'm going to attempt to use this Elonga from Beading. This is 0.30 millimeters, very small. Okay, I'm going to double it up. I'm thinking this is going to work. I'm not 100% sure. I need a little lead wire here. Need a little bit. Do I not have a piece of wire running around here? I don't even believe that. Well, Carol, we'll just use a little piece of this. Da, 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 da. Lurking here, I was wondering, what is the diameter of the piece that's holding the dangles? I need to find big enough wire that I can lead through a 2 millimeter elastic string. And do you carry anything on your website? Katie? So, I'm just trying to understand the question. So, this is 0.30 millimeter Elonga. I do not sell this. This is the stretchy cord that I'm going to use that should fit in these. These are 4 millimeter beads, but the hole is probably only, I don't know, probably 1 millimeter. And I'm going to use just this wire, which is 0.38 millimeters from Beading. That's kind of just a crafting wire as a threading wire. And we're going to see if that's going to work. Those round stacking things that you have, I got some, and I was just wondering if they're good for your findings. Your head pins and other pins. I was just wondering. Oh, you're talking about these guys? So yeah, I put all my findings in here. And then for head pins, I have this. Now, if you swing over to the fishing section at Walmart, you're going to find this. It might have some fishing tackle in it, but it's only like $3. And I like it because these guys are in there. They're not like the kind that you can take out. And they're like, they must be 4 inches because these are almost 3-inch head pins. And so that's where I got this. Fishing section, Walmart. My elastic is 2 millimeters. The finding hole needles needs to be 2 millimeters. Needs to be 2 millimeters. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that, have you tried like an actual needle? Like a Beading collapsible eye needle maybe or something. I don't know what the measurement is on that. They say you don't have to stretch this, but I stretch it. I'll be stretching it. Look on your website. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's see if our needle's gonna work. This is only a 7-strand wire. Why'd you quit that? It keeps rolling around. There we go. Okay, so you got your lead wire, and then you got your married up string down here. We're gonna put that in there. And we're gonna see if it fits. Which it does. So we're going to put this on the other end. So the beads don't come flying off. And we should be good to go. Well, as long as we get both of them in there. Boop. There we go. Maybe I'm looking for connectors. Traveler's notebook. The elastic wraps around the notebook. Oh. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, Kate. You're talking about this. Right? This part? Or even possibly this part? Or this part? And you want to put dangly bits on there? No, you're fine. We got all the time in the world, lady. I'm just trying to understand. If I was you, I wouldn't worry about putting elastic on this. I would just add it with jump rings. Because, like, these, I don't know if these are the ones you're talking about. But, like, mine go, they're, like, in there. You know, like, they're, like, crimped. Like, this is a fishing crimp, if y'all don't know what a fishing crimp looks like. For, like, big bass fishing or like tuna fishing. Come on now, tuna fish. Where's my tuna fishing ladies at? So they wrap it around and then they crimp it. But it's really just a crimp, like almost like one of them big tube Beading crimps. I mean, basically the same thing, right? Fishing and beading, not too far off. So you'd have to cut that to like thread them on specifically, but what I would do is I would just add them with jump rings. Like you could add here just with jump rings, whatever charms you want. And they would stay. Because the thing with elastic is once you start kind of cutting into it with metal, it's going to get weak. Like I wouldn't put anything on this one because this one would probably break. But these would be fine because they have that outer coating on the elastic. I would just do with jump rings right there. Yeah. This is my new book. This is my old book. My old book is almost full. We're working on our last book of Bargain Bead Box plans right now, actually. I just got these in here. I've been slightly behind on the thing, but I'm working on it. So this will be my last book for this one, and then we got to move on to the new book. I didn't think of that. Well, there you go. Easy peasy. This one says, "I'm working. Please kindly go away." I thought that was funny. Do. Okay. Those books are awesome. I hope that helps you. Okay, I'm not going to do no rhyme or reason to this with the colorway. I'm just going to start threading them on here. These are just the Chinese crystals from the Bargain Bead Box. They were a mixed strand of, like I said, I believe these to be 4 millimeters and the hole to be maybe 1.2, maybe one something would be my guess. Ooh. Okay, oh, I should probably be paying attention because I gotta put charms on here. Hello. Okay, so they're on there. So we just threaded them on there with this wire. Good morning, Happy K. Oh, you went to the vet with Keo? Is he okay? They have 3 and 4 millimeter holes. Huh. So let's see how many I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I want to do like a specific number. Questionable. We'll try it. Oh, it has some little seeds in there. Okay. So I guess I'm doing 8. I just gotta make sure they're all going the right way. There we go. I do like using these bails when I'm trying to put charms on stretchy bracelets because I don't know. I just feel like it's more safe. Y'all know what I mean? Randy, what printer do you have and do you use it also for your labels? I'm trying to figure out what type of mailing label printer to purchase, and some make labels for other purposes as well. So I have for printing labels, I have a specific printer, and then I have a separate printer for like printing paper. So the one I have for doing labels is called Rollo printer. You can order on Amazon. They have other like knockoff ones now. I mean, I don't know if they're knockoff ones, but they're like cheaper. Mine was like $100. It's what you're gonna want to look for is a thermal label printer, a heat thermal label printer, because that means they don't use ink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have them now where they can be Bluetooth or they can hook up to your computer with a cable. I have one that hooks up to my computer with a cable. Sometimes they do both. Anyways, they're not very big. They're only about this big. About the size of the label. 4 by 6, whatever, wide. So like 6 wide. And they're not really that expensive anymore. They might be $100, but the amount of money that you're going to save in not having to buy ink for it is going to be astronomical. Highly recommend. I got mine with the cable because it's kind of just a plug and play. Like you just plug it in and then that's it, So that's what I use for that. And then my printer, me and Shannon picked out, what is this one called? This is the one where it has toner instead of ink. What is that called? Not a laser printer. It has toner cartridges, which was significantly more expensive. This one was like $300 or $400, I think, for paper doings. But again, with the toner situation, I don't spend as much money on toner as I would on ink because I do a lot of printing. Yes, laser printer? Yeah, I think that's right, Heather. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I like my Rollo printer because you can do the labels. You can do the mailing labels, a 4x6 mailing label, which is basically all you need. You can also do smaller rolls of labels, like you can buy thermal labels and you just have to kind of configure it on your computer or whatever you're doing. And you can make like stickers or price tags or different things like that. So that, and then you can print them on there as well. So I like that. Sometimes you guys see that when I use it in like my cards and stuff, like if I'm really swamped with shipping, which you'll probably see during Black Friday, where I'll just make like a sticker and stick the sticker inside the card, and it'll be like a note from me, and I'll just be like, I'm sorry, I'm swamped with shipping, so you're getting this note. Everybody gets the same note in their card today or whatever. And I print those on there because it just makes it really a lot easier. And then I stick them inside my cards. But I do have a little teeny tiny printer. It's literally like it could fit it in my hand, and that makes my these guys. These are my SKU numbers that I put on the inventory when we do sales. So I've just pre-printed all of these because they're in numerical order, and I keep them on my desk so they're at the ready when I'm getting the SKU list ready. But it's literally like the printer's literally this big. This is all it'll print. And I got that on Amazon. It's a teeny tiny thermal printer, and you can make you can get labels that look like jewelry labels or different things. You can make them really small, but this is probably like the largest that it can be, and you can use them for a lot of different stuff. And I use that. We used to have, well, I still have two of them because Shannon used to have one in the basement because she was, doing the inventory and stuff. And then I had one upstairs for when I was doing inventory upstairs because we were, we used to work together on all that stuff. So we have two of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they're like $15. Not too bad. 6. No. Yeah. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Yeah, but if you don't have a printer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's great, but I'm only supposed to have 8 on there, right? But if you don't have the printer yet, you can still print your label off on a regular printer. You can still print it off and then just tape it onto your package. My only suggestion with that is when you tape it with the, the clear packing tape, tape over the entire label, because if it gets wet and it's just on paper and ink, it's going to run. So, but if you cover the whole thing in ink, or I'm sorry, in tape, then it'll be like waterproof like a label would be. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. 1, 2. We spend a lot of time. 3. We spent a lot of time figuring out our shipping process. And if you guys have a store or Etsy shop or whatever, an online place where you sell, that it can be, there's a lot of things that go into shipping. So if you're going to ship from home, make sure you get a scale. We just have a little tiny one like for the kitchen. And I weigh every package. We weigh everything we put on the website. We use the boxes, the jewelry boxes, which you don't have to do that. I just do it because I don't want my stuff to get broke. Sometimes if you buy expensive beads and stuff, you don't want them get broken shipping. And it also just makes it look nice, I think. And you can reuse them. I feel like there's still a seed in there. There is. You can reuse the boxes as well if you want, or if you're gifting, or if you're just gonna, you know, sometimes you can even use them if you're reselling or whatever. So it's kind of nice. Okay, so I got 8 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I gotta put my kind of should have one more. Do we have one more? I would really like to have one more of these. Oh, we probably have a leaf somewhere floating around. I always save my boxes. Yeah, the boxes are expensive. They've actually gotten way more expensive now. I think it's like, they're like $80 for a case of them. They used to not be that much, but now they are. But it's okay, because I'm just used to using them, I guess. These were our excessive ones, extra ones. I thought we had some more. Oh, maybe they're in here. Oh, we got a pine cone. Can I steal this pine cone? Maybe. I'm stealing this pine cone. Probably just messed up this whole design. We'll deal with that on the day that needs to be dealt with. I reuse all the boxes. Yeah. Yeah, the boxes are new. I'm going to steal this off here. Because I need it. Oh, I forgot they provided us with these jump rings. Ooh, whoops. Maybe I should have been using those. I forgot about that. Dun, dun, dun. So, okay, I want to end on this guy so I can get my knot inside of there. And also it just wasn't long enough, so we gotta go one more round here of 8 beads and then this pine cone, and then I think we should be good. Oh, Jeff ordered what'hamajigger last night? Sushi. And I had some. I just got cooked rolls. I just got I got a California roll and a shrimp tempura roll, so that's cooked, so that's fine. And it's so good. So I'm going to have leftover. I also ordered shrimp fried rice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to have that for breakfast. Jeff was telling me yesterday, he's like, because I had that with my big glass of milk. And I don't usually drink milk. And Jeff's just like, it's so weird. He's like, my wife is like, not my wife. You're just drinking milk and eating like all these weird things. And I'm like, yeah. 8. I'm like, yeah, well, that's because Squish wants that. I just blame Squish. I'm just like, Squish has problems. He likes sugar, or they like sugar, and they like to drink milk all day long. That's what they like. I can't help it. Yeah, I think this is better, size-wise. Let us just take a little, ooh, am I tangled up here? I'm already tangled up. Okay, get off of here. Hello. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to bring this down to the middle a little bit. So this is where we're at with this. If you've not ever done this before and ending these, this is how I like to end them. You don't have to end them this way. There's a million ways you can end them. I'm going to go for the GS Hypo Cement. I better check it because you know it's always plugged up. Yeah, it's going to work today. Cool. All right. So I'm going to stick one of these little sides in here. Doesn't matter which one. I'm not going to drop it. That's what I'm not going to do. There we go. Stick one on there. And then I'm going to marry these back up and I'm going to pull everything down here so that it comes together like so. So this is what it'll look like. Yeah. I'm going to go in here and do a surgeon's knot. Oops, that didn't go all the way around. 1, 2. I'm going to do 3 times. It doesn't really matter because this is like little teeny tiny wire. Oh, it slipped out of my hand. Okay, it slipped on my hand. It's way up here where it's not supposed to be. So we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. We're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to make sure it actually comes down here where it's supposed to go. Ah, it keeps getting hung up. Well, let me see what we got. Yeah, maybe it'll be fine. Just didn't want it to be overly stretchy. Are you going to be overly stretchy? No, you're going to be fine. All right, we're going to keep it there because that's where it wants to be, I guess. And we're going to hit it with some hypo cement. Although that is one, that might have been a little excessive, but that is one thing I was going to say is you want to make sure you're not getting your knots so super tight because then when someone goes to put it on, it's already stretched. Like it's already stretched out to like the max and it's more likely to snap. So you want it to have some give, but not too much. With this Alonga cording, get off of me. With this Alonga cording, this stuff's super stretchy. So then I'm just going to hide this over the top after I got the glue on there. I'm just going to hide it in this bale. But I don't think it's going to be too bad. It's not like you can see string or anything when I'm, it's backwards, when I'm looking at it. So I think it'll be fine. Because you know when people go to put these on, they stretch them way out, you know? And then it's like, if it's too tight, it's just going to snap open. Okay, so that's the GS Hypo Cement. If you're new to this game, we use the GS Hypo Cement because it never dries down 100% completely. It remains stretchy. Your stretchy cord needs to remain stretchy. If you put regular, like Loctite super glue on it, or any kind of super glue freezes it. It's going to freeze the cord and it's going to snap. So you don't want to do that. You want something that is going to remain malleable, if that makes sense. And so this is the way to go on all stretch bracelets. Don't be putting super glue on your stretch bracelets. Okay, so there we go. That's this guy. Oh yeah, he's going to be fine. I think by stealing that pine cone, we did good. It did good with the sizing. Because then on my wrist, when I put it on, it's a little bit looser than I would normally wear. But I will probably sell this, so it's not really a big deal to me. But it's not super tight, but it's also not like super stretched out either. So if somebody who had a bigger wrist wanted to wear it, they would be able to like get it on, and then but you're not going to be able to see string when you have it on, if that makes sense. So that's good. You should let these dry a little bit. They say it takes, what does it say, 15 minutes for it to dry. Whatever. So here's the one, and then I wanted to do a set. Originally that was my plan. I'm going to do a set with these other beads. I was going to put this guy on the other one, which I still might do. We're out of time. It's 10 o'clock. Which I still might do. I don't think I have a bale for this. I think I'm out of bales. Is that a bale in there? No. I think I'm out of bales. So I'll probably just use a jump ring since I'm only putting the one on here, on this, because I'm just going to put it on the end. I mean, obviously, if I had one of these, it'd be really nice to like hide it up in there like I did this one. But I'll just use a jump ring or two to hang this guy and put the knot there. As a matter of fact, with this small string we're using, where's that at? This guy. I might be able to pull that knot up inside a bead because this is a really tiny string. My only suggestion for this really tiny string is at least double it up. At least, right? Because it's tiny. It's 0.3 millimeter. Normally, if I was just going to use one strand by itself or something, or even sometimes when I double it up, I usually generally always use a 1 millimeter. And this is only 0.3, so it's very small. But anyway, I'll wonk the rest of this one up probably off camera and just do that with my same little leader string, and then I'll just be a little pair, you know? And that is going to be our project 3. I'll put this one on the end so that they can match. You wouldn't have to do that. You can just leave it out. This is the glue you just used, same as E6000. E6000 is this guy. And you can use this. I don't use this for string. And really the only reason I don't use it for string or for the stretchy cord is because I don't know if this, I personally have not researched, and I don't know if this dries down all the way. So that's why I just use this one. Now, some people say they use E6000 and they have no problems with it. So maybe it doesn't dry down all the way. I'm not 100%. So I just use this one. This one says for jewelry and beading. This one is also for jewelry and beading. So it's hard to say. I have not researched that. I just know you should not use this. Don't use this. Don't use this. Use this on leather and any other projects. This works really good for leather. This is what Leather Cord USA suggests to use on their leathery projects and stuff. They all use Loctite, and this is the gel control. So it's not liquid, it's gel, but it is still a super glue. Glue budget! We've spent a lot of time trying to find out about glue, have we not? E6000 dries rubbery. Okay, so according to Rosanna, it dries rubbery, so yes, you would be able to use it. She would know. Rosanna would know. They both have a flexible hold. Yeah, Kimberly would know also. So yeah, I would take these ladies at their word. Also, Jan, she's saying that because they'd be doing a lot of beading, these ladies. Yeah, I just never have used it because I just always use the other one. I don't know. That's the one I use. That, I think the reason, honestly, if we're talking about it, is just the tip. Because you know when you use E6000, it's got that big hole in the end. Unless you buy the little squirty tube thing, and then you know you can only use that for so long. So I think I just really like the tip on the hypo cement because it's so much easier to control. E6000 is a wonderful glue, but it is so hard to control, I swear. Especially if you're impatient like me. You don't want to be messing around with stuff. Rosanna is the expert. Yes. I don't know that about E6000 either. Yeah, we'd be out here researching. But yeah, I like my little bracelet. I'm glad it turned out. I think, though, if you did have a bigger strand than this, it might be questionable. Because I have a... What do I have? I have this guy. This is a 1 millimeter. What's this? Oh. That is not what I thought it was. This is the 1 millimeter. Look at the thickness on that. And I even double that up. I mean, you don't have to, but I do. Versus this guy. It's very small. But they're both from Beadalon. And then the elasticity, which is a different situation. Also from Beadalon. This is a 1 millimeter as well. I like to use this for like gemstones and stuff. But like, you know, when you go to a smaller business, you gotta have smaller stuff. I don't know. So I do use all of these. I was on this big kick where I was not making stretch bracelets for a while. Sorry, my stuff's all falling over here. I was not making stretch bracelets for a while because I was feeling like they're going to break, and I don't like that. But then I also use that cording, kind of like we discussed about Kate's question, like that cording with like the whatever over the top of it, the string or whatever over the top of it. I've used that before for African trade. Like when I do African trade, I usually use that kind of cording, like the kind you can get in the kid craft section with the elastic, but it has like the string around it. I use that on African trade bracelets because those beads, you never know, like, because they're not, they're not all the same and they're not cut. Like they can be sharp and body. So, but I was on this thing where I was not making stretch bracelets. And then I realized whenever I do wear a bracelet, it's generally a stretch bracelet. Just because of the convenience of putting it on. And I was like, well, Randy, so I had to have a little come to Jesus conversation with myself and be like, is this what we're doing? Is this what everybody's doing? I'm sure they're not all doing this, but if it's convenient and you like to wear it, then probably other people are like that too. Quality control. I'm just putting this out there. If the YouTube gurus who are monitoring comments quit video ads during live videos, it's obnoxious. Oh, that's how your YouTubers are making money. The elastic will break, and I warn my customers that it will. I will say, I found this out with Jefferson's bracelet. So Jefferson has a bracelet. It's a stretch bracelet that I made for him years and years ago. I've restrung it. I think I restrung it like at least once every 2 years, if not every year. I restring it. And I use the 1 millimeter elasticity on, or no, the 1 millimeter, my brain is really weird right now. The one we just used, what's it called? Not the elasticity, but the other one. Elonga. The 1 millimeter Elonga. And the reason that I like that is because when it starts to fray, like before it breaks, it'll start to fray out. And then he's like, it's fraying. And then we know that at some point it's going to break, right? Because it's fraying. So it's kind of like a warning sign. It's kind of like, warning, this is not good. But it doesn't just snap like the elasticity kind of does that. It'll just snap and then the beads go everywhere. So I do kind of prefer that because at least it kind of gives you a little warning sign. So if I was selling now, when I get into selling more stretch bracelets, because like I said, I've stopped for a while, I think I will use that, and then I will tell people like, hey, this is a rubber band. When it starts to fray out, you need to get it restrung. So I think that's good as a warning sign. Happy Thanksgiving. I love stretch bracelets. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, wonderful ladies. All of you are a part of my gift from the Lord. God bless you. Well, bless you too, Elizabeth. Have a lovely day. I don't mind the ads over the comments during replays when they cut the live videos too short to show an ad. Drives me nuts. I have restrung my husband's amber bracelet quite a few times. He wears it constantly. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I won't make it tomorrow. Okay. That's Marianne, right? Yeah. She has conference calls. I'll be watching replay because I got a lot going on here. Infusion today. Okay, Jan. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so one more, two announcements before we go. Sorry, I know we're over time. Jefferson's bracelet. Yeah, he wears that one too, Rosanna. It hasn't showed any sign of wear yet. Although he's also not disc golfing anymore. That was a big problem. Because he's like, like this, like throwing. And I'm like, can you maybe wear it on your other hand so you're at least not like trying to throw it to Timbuktu or whatever? So, ticket drawing is tonight. Today is Tuesday. Ticket drawing is tonight if you have tickets. I think I don't remember what color they are. They're whatever color they are. Red and blue, maybe? I don't know. I have to look. We're going to do that tonight at 7 o'clock. It will be live. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow morning we are going to, we can't do that. I was going to say we're going to unbox the Soft Flex, but I can't do that because they're not doing theirs yet, so I got to wait. Okay, scratch the Soft Flex idea. We'll do something else. Anyway, and then bingo. Members only bingo is Wednesday. Thursday is Thanksgiving, and I will not be on because we will be traveling. So I will not be on in the morning. We will be traveling in the morning to go to the Thanksgiving. But I did make the Black Friday code, and I set it up in the email to go out on Thanksgiving night. Is it Thanksgiving night or is it Wednesday? No, sorry, it's Wednesday night. To go out on Wednesday night. So the code will be available for everybody, and I'm going to send it in an email. I have to set that up on Wednesday before I leave. Maybe I can do it in the morning. Maybe I'm going to send it in the morning. Because I got to set it up on the website. Anyways, it's going to come. You guys will get it first. If you're on the email list, you'll get it first. Red and blue. Bingo. I don't have tickets. Bingo is Wednesday for members. Bingo is Wednesday for members. I sent out all the bingo cards. They should be there by Wednesday. If they are not there and you have a card for December, you should be getting a card. You can use one of those if you're a member for the members only. If you just haven't gotten yours yet, that's up to you. I will open mine on Thursday. I have my member ticket. Good. Yes, and then in December, everybody's going to get to play bingo, so that's why you're starting to see bingo cards come out in December. But that is for December for everybody. If you're not a member, that's not for the game on Wednesday. That's for December. Yep. All right, so that's kind of the goings-ons. I will keep you posted. Just don't forget, tonight is the drawing. Tonight's the ticket drawing, and I'll keep making reminders, and I'll send emails and stuff so you know. Okay, well, I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day, and stay safe, and don't be out in weather if you're having weather. I am not going to be out in the weather. So, that's the deal with that. All right, you guys, I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tonight. Some of you tonight. I'll talk to you tonight. Okay. Bye.